Hello, everyone. It is Bex here, and I am so thrilled to welcome you to my New Year's meditation for new beginnings 2021. We made it. We made it through an incredibly difficult and incredibly uncomfortable and chaotic year. And now that we're here together in this space, I am so thrilled, so excited, elated. Can you tell I'm happy to do a very special type of meditation with you today? It's going to be more of a workshop. It is a ritual, a spiritual and also practical ritual that I do every single year. I just completed it 2 days ago with my girlfriend Dee, and it sets the course and also the spirit and the mindset for not just success, but happiness, fulfillment, and ease. And I know, I don't even have to talk to you, I know that you need that right now. So we are going to get into a quiet, peaceful, settled space. So what I'd like for you to do right now is just to find a comfortable seat. And if you have a notebook and a pencil, you might want to grab that, but you can do this activity later. You can just focus on it for now with your breath and your presence. But find your seat. I'm sitting on the floor with my legs crossed. You could do that if it's comfortable for you. Just make sure that you're alert and you're sitting up nice and tall as you can. That doesn't cause any discomfort. I want you to feel super, super easy right now because we're about to embark on a fresh start, but we're also recovering from a really bumpy road, right? All right, so get in your comfortable seat. Bring your awareness to your body. You don't have to close your eyes. I just do this to remove any physical, visual distractions from my space. Bring awareness to your body, to any sensations of tension that you might be feeling, to any tightness in your muscles. Scan your face, relax your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Soften your belly if you're holding it in tightly. We have a tendency to hold our breath and suck in our bellies a lot. So let your belly be soft and round. Bring your attention to your breath. Your easy, effortless, natural inhales and exhales. Observe as your inhale enters in through your nose and exits out of your mouth. If it helps, lift your shoulders up to your ears on your inhale. Exhale, release your shoulder blades down along your spine. That makes your position and your breath more intentional. It allows you to sit up even taller. And it removes the tension from your shoulders. Too many of us hold our shoulders up to our ears all the time. So just go ahead and breathe them up to your ears again. Exhale, release. I love that. I love how that feels. So you can keep your eyes closed if they're closed, or focused softly on a point across the room, on the floor. Just anything in front of you that allows you to focus on it because it's still, and then pull that focus back. So no shooting lasers out of your eyes. I'm going to open my eyes to give you the rest of your instructions. So again, this is a ritual that I do every New Year's. I've done it with my husband for several years. I do it with my friends. It just sets me up for a positive mindset. It gives me a roadmap of the plans that I want to execute, the feelings that I want to feel. That's so important. So if you're doing this with me in a notebook, just get ready to jot some quick notes down. You'll revisit this later. Or if you just want to focus on the feelings that these questions bring up or these prompts bring up, you can do that too. That's perfect. Right now I'm recording on New Year's Day during the full cold moon, the last full moon of 2020, but it's still very full coming into 2021. So it's a special day, it's a special time. But I assure you, whenever you're watching this video, that today, this moment is yours to start brand new. You can begin again and again and again. Every moment is an opportunity to start brand new, to create the life that you want, to set your intentions into motion and to manifest through your actions, the life that you want to have, the way that you want to show up in the world. So part one of this ritual, it's 5 parts. Part 1 is 3 questions. Take a deep breath after each question, really listen to the words, and just think about what comes to mind first. No pressure, just receive what comes to you. First one, what did I do right this year? What did you do right this year? Anything you accomplished, big or small, a decision you made, a new attitude that you adopted. What did you do right this year? Second question. What are the goals I accomplished? Think back to the previous year or previous week, month, whatever. Think about something that you wanted to do and that you did. You got it done. And it could be as small as, I don't know, saving $5 a week, I don't know, starting a journal and then like keeping it, getting to therapy every week. I did that. I maintained a weekly therapy schedule all year long, feeling really, really good about that. What is a goal that you accomplished? And this one is so good. I love to start this ritual off with positive, affirming prompts that allow you to reflect on what's good. So what did I do right? What are the goals I accomplished? And finally, what were my most magical moments? Big or small? Some of mine, I got to take my whole family to Disney World in January before isolation started, before social distancing started. I took a girls' trip with my 2 beautiful girlfriends to upstate New York. I attended a Black Lives Matter rally in my town, my very small town. Business was great. I bonded with my family during quarantine. It was a hard time, but it was also a time that we got to be together. So what were your most magical moments? Take a deep breath and think about the things that made you smile this year. Part 2. Part 2 is big. This is based on a communication tool, a method called the All-In method that was developed by my very good friend. And I just want to tell you that this whole ritual I put together for you, it's in a worksheet, and the link is in the video description. You can grab that. It's actually a whole workbook that's put together for you. So you can download it and print it and fill it all in. It's really pretty. So part 2, it starts out with intentions. Things you want to see happen this year, but more important, things you want to feel, like ways you want to feel. Think about leaving this year or this unit of time, the next 12 months, whenever you're starting this, and think about at the end of that 12 months, how do I want to feel? I wrote things like, I want to feel successful and competent in business and finances, secure in my future. I want to be someone who feels good about taking care of my wants unapologetically, more confident in my abilities and less eager to please. So how do you want to feel? Think about that just for a moment. Think about a feeling that you want to embody. And here you might think we're getting a little bit negative, but it's important to not bury negative, so-called negative feelings down, because what happens when you do that, it just festers, and it's kind of like a virus. It just takes over your body and it starts invading every single cell in your body. So you don't want to do that. You want to express the things that you have on your mind that are heavy, that might scare you. So think about your concerns for the next year. Think about what you're afraid might go wrong. You know, you set these intentions, you have goals, you have ideas about the way you want to feel, but what if that doesn't happen? So think about your concerns. And if your eyes are closed and you're just meditating on this, just let that thought come up, and then with an exhale, just release it into the space around you. Inhale, exhale, release. And if you make that a good audible out breath, it really feels like you're letting go of something. Inhale. Exhale, release. Ooh, next one's a juicy one. This part 2 comes in 4 sections, and number 3 is the best one. I love it so much. Boundaries, a word that we are so afraid of, especially people who are people pleasers, who are feeling people, that we really feel other people's feelings, empathic people. Boundaries are hard because we want to help. We want to do good. And we feel the hurt that other people feel. And, we want to free ourselves of that feeling. So we hustle to make things right, even when it's out of our control. So boundaries, what boundaries do you want to set? And I want them to be hard line boundaries. Some of mine: no working on Fridays or Sundays ever. Today's an exception because I'm doing this. So I'm already kind of breaking my own rule, but I have carved out my Fridays and Sundays for the rest of the year, just for family and for things that nourish me. And this does nourish me. I love this. I love being with you in this way. I say no free coaching in DMs. I love when people send love notes in my DMs, but I'm no longer giving free advice there. Keeping the names of my adversaries out of my mouth. No gossip. No talking about people that I don't want in my life anyway, right? I'm investing my time and my energy on people I love, projects I love. So I'm keeping that part of my communication, that part of my interactions with other people. I'm going to keep that out for the next 12 months at least, and hopefully forever. So what boundaries do you need to set? Maybe there's a person that's taking too much from you, a situation that's draining you. What small boundary can you set? Maybe it's like, I'm no longer going to allow my kids to talk to me through the bathroom door, right? Like stuff like that. And the last part, desires. These are your big dreams for this year. Make them realistic, not fantastical. So like something that can really happen. Big, challenging, aspirational, but again, not fantastical. You can make this happen if you really put your all into it. And your all doesn't mean grinding. It just means like dedicating the time, being committed, and holding on to the belief that that thing can come true. Part 3. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. I like to do this release by fire. If you are someone who is really, really good at just letting things go with a deep, inhale and exhale, you can just let it go on that out breath. But I list the things that I want to release. Now what I do, because it's in my journal, is I photocopy it and burn that, because I like a reminder to keep me accountable. But what do you want to release? And you start each statement with I release. I release negative self-talk. I release secrets rooted in shame. I release doubt in my purpose. I release the fear of being fully seen. What do you want to release in a year that was so defined by activism, by making change in the world, and people just like taking that action just to help the person next to them, direct giving? This year, I want to release the idea that creating change is complicated, because it is not. So I wrote that down. I released that. And then finally, part 4. Part 4. This is the last step before the big one. These are your I am statements. So I do want you for just a moment to close your eyes and picture that person 12 months from now who is embodying all these amazing feelings, who has accomplished something really amazing and aspirational, who has set proper boundaries. Who is that person? And you say it in the affirmative, I am, because whatever you finish that sentence with starts to become true for you. You say it again and again and again, and really drill it into you, into your heart, into your body on a cellular level. I am, and then finish that with something strong. I am a savvy business owner and entrepreneur. I am confident in my body and wearing clothes I love and feel beautiful and sexy in. This is my new hoodie from my business, His Glory. I'll put a link for that in the video description, but I love this one. I love the sweatshirt and this company. I am full of energy. I am in great relationships with my kids and their partners. I am a respected children's book author and publisher. What are you? You tell me. Take that big breath in with your eyes closed. Say, I am on the out breath, and finish it with a beautiful statement about yourself. Do it with me. Inhale. Exhale. I am. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. I am. So good. It feels like the first time you say those things, it feels a little, I don't know, like weird, icky for a lot of people. I know it does for me, but you keep saying it and saying it and saying it. I swear you start to believe it. So I say these things, I'm not even shy about it anymore. Like, yes, I am a respected children's book author and publisher. Hello. I can check that off the list already. And then finally, part 5. Look, I love corny activities. I love rituals. I love writing things down. I love them because they work. I love them because they make me smile. I love them because they make me feel good. And I believe in the power of doing things that make you feel good. It doesn't matter if it's serious or academic. Like, I draw like rainbows and hearts and stars in my journal. Like, I'm all about like the fun. Because if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it, right? So part 5, and I'm sure you've probably done this before. Pick a word for this year. So this year I'm starting today is 2021. I'm wearing my neon hoodie. And my word this year is confidence. Confidence. I am moving with confidence in every space, in every way. Physically, energetically, I am confident. I feel so good about myself, it doesn't matter what other people think. What is your word? What is your word? Is it successful? Is it abundant? Is it loved? What is it? Is it generous? Is it determined? What is your word? And again, take your time, but whatever comes to mind right now, just like, how do you want to feel about yourself? When you have that picture of yourself in your head and you look at him or her or them and you say, wow, that person is, and I see confident for me. Take a deep breath with me. Take a deep breath. Feel into your body. Inhale. Exhale. Roll those shoulders up with the inhale. Down with the exhale. One more time, as big as you can do it. Inhale. Exhale, release. Settle into that emptiness. Sit in the space that you have created by engaging in this practice of self-love. This sacred container that was made just for you, by you. Sit in this space. Relish this feeling. Know that you can return to it again and again whenever you want. This is your practice now. You've done good work here today. And if you keep showing up in self-love and with the purpose of nourishing yourself and your dreams and your desires, you will be so abundant, so successful, so happy this year. Slowly bow your head in reverence. Thumbs pressed into your sternum, fingers pressed together. Be here for a moment. And then slowly open your eyes, raise your head. You're ready. You're ready for every moment that is in front of you. You have been brought to this space by every moment behind you. It's been hard, but you can be grateful in this space. You can be grateful in the now. You made it. You have survived. And now my biggest wish for you is to thrive going forward. I love you. I love you. I love you. I say 3 times to affirm my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so, so lucky and blessed. Oh, she blessed. That you show up for me, because it inspires and compels me to show up for you. You are my community. You are my family. You are my medicine. I cannot wait to hear about all the wonderful things that you do this year. See you soon.
Grab a blanket or a pillow to sit on if you like, and let's get started.
Anywhere that you meditate is fine.
Breathe in and breathe out.
Namaste.